Hello. Yes.
This is wobbly.
Sure.
Can you fix it?
So I wanted to come on here and share some tips, with it being Mental Health Awareness Month. Some tips, some realizations that I came to, and some tips that have kind of helped me and Kamaya. Identifying triggers, identifying feelings, identifying things. What causes us to become depressed? What causes us to become triggered? What causes
put some
us?
shoes on.
Okay, what causes us to
You can say
become
that I don't have.
upset?
Shoes.
You know, what causes us to have these feelings of hopelessness? And so one thing that I realized, or I learned about myself, was triggers. Why do I get so triggered around certain people, or why do I get so anxious around some people? What I realized is that most of the time when I feel triggered with someone, it is because I don't feel safe around them. And I don't mean safe as far as like they're going to physically hurt me. I mean safe like I don't feel safe to be vulnerable around them. I don't feel safe around them to be seen by them, to be heard by them, to be validated by them, to have them be like a sounding board for me to completely express myself. And so internally, emotionally, in my heart, in my thought process, I don't feel safe around them. I feel triggered. I feel as though I cannot share my complete self with them. So this kind of offers two things. It gives you a space to also ask yourself, am I doing this to myself as well? Because in that, I shift the blame on them, but it also made me realize, am I in a place of my life where I judge myself and I shame myself and I don't give myself space to be 100% me? And I'll give you an example. When we say, oh, I'm such a bad mom. Oh, I'm such a bad friend. Oh, I'm so bad. I ate those 2 Oreos. Oh, I shouldn't be so emotional. Like, how many times a day do we say these things to ourselves? I should be in a better place in life. I should be this. I should be here. I'm trying. You know, how many times, and it seems so effortless and it seems so natural, but our body listens to that. Our spirit listens to that. Our heart listens to that. It starts in your mind. It starts with your thought process. And are you actually giving your heart a safe space to decompress? Are you giving your thought process and your body and your atmosphere a safe space? And that's what I realized about myself, is that I allowed myself to continue to be around people where I didn't feel safe around them. So I continued in this cycle to have anxiety. I continued to carry fear, anger. I continued to allow what they said about me be my identity. I didn't offer myself, my heart, my thought process to be a safe space. And so I constantly questioned myself. I constantly was in a space of anxiety and self-judgment and shame. Not even allowing myself to process thoughts, because I was told so many times, you're doing too much, you think too much, you're too sensitive. And that's not true. The truth is, I am sensitive, and that is a gift. I am sensitive to atmospheres. I am sensitive to people's feelings. I think we all are. Some of us just tap into it more than others. And so it's like, healing looks something like this to me. I choose to forgive every single person in my life who caused me to feel like I was not safe, caused me to feel like I couldn't be vulnerable with them, caused me to feel unseen, unprotected, unheard, or if in any way what they told me or how they treated me caused me to feel as though I didn't have a safe space or a safe platform to express how I truly felt. I forgive those people. And I choose to forgive myself for every time I spoke negatively about myself, every time I questioned my own thoughts, every time I judged myself for a feeling, when in return, actually feelings are indicators of what's going on. Oh, I'm feeling angry. Oh, I'm feeling fear. Oh, I'm feeling doubt. That is my body's way of telling me something's wrong and something needs to heal. Something needs to change. Some truth needs to come out. Some lie needs to be released and some truth needs to be adopted. So no longer am I going to sit here and judge myself for my feelings or judge myself that I'm feeling such a thing. I'm going to be thankful for my feelings and thankful for those indicators as to something needs to change. I'm no longer going to judge myself or shame myself or cause myself to feel any type of doubt or insecurity because I'm feeling something. I give myself permission to filter through that thought, express it, get to the bottom of it, and release it. I don't need to sit and wallow in these feelings, but I need to recognize them for what they are, recognize them to tell me something. I give myself permission to express myself completely and do that without shame or guilt or insecurity. I understand that I have needs and I give myself permission to express those needs. I give myself permission to be seen. I give myself permission to be heard and not be judged. I give myself a safe space to just express that. And if no other person is going to do that for me, I choose to do that just for myself. I offer, myself, my mind, my set of thinking, my thought life. I give my thought life just a place to think without any judgment. And so I'm just deciding to release anything that needs to be released, out of my atmosphere. I release resentment towards anyone or anything. I release bitterness and unforgiveness. I release anything that's trying to drag me down or tell me that it's wrong to explore the place of mental health awareness and healing. So I just give myself that safe space to just be. And so those are kind of some things that I've been learning to tell myself, giving myself permission to just go through that flow of it. Allow yourself to feel the feels, get to the bottom of it and release it and heal. Because if you have any type of trauma or fear or doubt or pain, if you don't release it, it's going to stay with you. It will definitely stay with you until you release it. So these are just a few things that have kind of helped me release the pain, release sadness, release depression, release anxiety, release triggers. And also, once I decided that I'm going to release those things, I fill myself up with truth. Fill myself up with positive self-talk. So if you are dealing with, any situation like this and you need someone to talk through it with you, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to share this with anyone you think needs it. It is so important to be your own advocate for your own mental health and healing. Just want to speak a blessing over your thoughts, your thought life, your heart, your emotions. You are exactly who you need to be in this moment. Give yourself permission to do whatever it is that you need to do for your own healing. Love you guys always. Sending you positive blessings.